Alright, let's now move on to specification number 5, which asks us to state the characteristics of, and describe the role of, the exchange surface of the alveoli in gas exchange. In this part, we'll take a deeper look into the fascinating world of the alveoli, those tiny air sacs inside our lungs that play the most crucial role in breathing. These alveoli are the true sites where gas exchange actually happens, where oxygen from the air enters our blood and carbon dioxide from the blood is released out of the body. In short, when we study the alveoli, we see how beautifully designed these tiny air sacs are to make breathing and gas exchange quick, efficient, and continuous, keeping our body supplied with the oxygen it needs to function. Alright, but first, before diving deeper into the role and characteristics of the alveoli, let's take a moment to understand the difference between an alveolus and alveoli, because these two terms are closely related but not exactly the same. So, what's the difference? Well, alveolus refers to a single tiny air sac in the lungs, whereas alveoli is the plural form, meaning all of the tiny air sacs collectively found in both lungs. In other words, one alveolus, many alveoli. Now, to picture it more clearly, imagine the lungs containing millions of microscopic, balloon-shaped sacs at the very ends of the bronchioles. These are the alveoli. They form the final and most delicate part of the respiratory system, where the real process of gas exchange takes place. Here's how it works. When we inhale, oxygen-rich air enters the alveoli. The oxygen then moves across the thin alveolar walls into the surrounding capillaries, which are tiny blood vessels carrying deoxygenated blood from the heart. As this happens, carbon dioxide, which is a waste gas, moves out of the blood and into the alveoli, ready to be exhaled. So, in simple terms, the alveolus is just one of those microscopic air sacs. The alveoli refers to all of them together, millions working side by side. Each alveolus is surrounded by a dense network of capillaries, allowing a constant exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. This is how oxygenated blood is formed. It travels back to the heart and is then circulated throughout the body, while carbon dioxide is exhaled out of the lungs. So, understanding this difference helps us appreciate just how vital these structures are. Each tiny alveolus plays its part, and together, the alveoli make up the incredible surface that keeps our breathing system efficient and our body supplied with oxygen.